a written guide to what we want to do, or I try not to come with a template so that we can be raw and practical. So again, this time around, we'll just take, okay, let's just take from OJ's side. We'll just take that concept of music, edutech, and stuff, right? And we'll continue from there. We'll just use it to sketch products and stuff for marketing and everything. So yes, so first of all, let's create a blank document. So docs.google.com. So what is this document going to be used for? Every process we take, every strategy we use, every prompt we enter into our AI or different AIs, we are going to be documenting it so that at the end of the day, you can have access to the document itself if you need to reference it, when you want to use it individually, either as a PM or in your company or for your own personal product, depending on what you are doing, right? So yeah, so that you can have access to it. So let's title this guy with the name for what we are doing today, which is AI for products marketing management. So I'm sorry, somebody's mic is unmuted. Okay. So before we begin, I would like to reintroduce marketing to us, right? Some of us here might have background in marketing or even did marketing in school and stuff, but there is again, I have a bad habit of referencing books. So I will reference an old book written by one of the dons in marketing, or one of the OGs of marketing. Let me just put it that way. Here. If you get this book, I don't think you need to go to any school again to go and study marketing. It's called Essence of Marketing by Simon Majaro. Believe me, you if you read and understand this book, even your marketing manager would fear you. So yeah. So let me admit sadly. So why am I going to be referencing this book a lot this night? It's because most of the concepts and the research pattern I use, I learned them from this book, The Essence of Marketing by Simon Majaro. He redefined marketing, and even from the preface, he said something. He said, no firm should consider itself as market-led or customer-oriented until all the functions of the firm accept the validity of such a concept. So what most of us understand marketing as is function. So I would prove that now, right? So let me ask all of us randomly. So who here can give us his or understanding of what he thinks marketing is, or what marketing? You can type it in the comment section. You can type it in the group. That's the WhatsApp group. Any part, right? Just explain, what do you understand as marketing? What do you think marketing is? What is marketing? So let me type what. Oh, sorry, I don't forget to say nah inside here. So let me bring it here. So what is marketing? I know you'll be asking, what is concept product manager with understand what is marketing, but at a point when scaling yourself, or even as an entrepreneur, a product manager, a developer, a designer, you would understand to actually lead or grow into tech lead roles or consulting roles. You need to understand the four connecting dots of business: marketing, sales, support, and strategy. Very important. So let me take this guy down and just write dot dot dot. So anybody, you can unmute to speak. You can type in the how do you get say concern? So you can unmute to speak. If you're, what do you understand as marketing? I like us to always start from the very foundations. Let me first understand what you understand as marketing. So you can just write it in the comment section, in the group, or you can unmute to speak. Anyone works. Or should I start calling names? Okay, we are silent this night though. Our class used to be lively. What's happening? Did it break our hearts? Is code catching us? Okay, somebody speaking.
Yeah, though I'm not a marketing student, but let me just give it a shot. I
Okay.
think marketing is just like a process of creating strategies
Okay.
to actually get your product out there for people
Strategies
um,
to get
to know about the product and to be able
product.
to for people to subscribe to your product as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so who else? Who else? Let me go see. Do I still remember the page where that definition is? So who else can help us? Farouk has given us a clean definition of marketing. I must be wrong. I read this book. Okay, peace. I will have a certification of from Google for marketing. Anyway, okay, peace. You want
Okay,
to say something? Yeah.
from my perspective, I think marketing involves creating awareness to users. It could be new users so that they can
Peace.
get to um
Saying
buy your product, and at the
awareness
end of the day you would make profits from it.
for conversion and profitability. Okay, who else? I need at least five of us. Okay, two people have dropped comments in the. So let me copy what they said and put here too. So, because I would want us to review it as we go. So OJ said, so coming, I want to put that in front. Space delete. So OJ said, marketing involves strategic messaging and advertising. Khadija said, creating awareness of your service to your prospective customers for you in a way that convince them to use or buy your service. Perfect. So we have four people. One more person. One more person. Okay, yes, I've seen the page where the definition is. I know it offhand, but I know I forgot something. I've seen what I forgot. It's almost a year since I picked this book. Okay, one more person. One more person to explain what they feel or think marketing is before we start getting into using AI to sketch marketing campaigns, product positioning, ideas generation, campaign management, and
Can you
everything.
hear
What
me,
is? Yeah, I can hear you, Claire.
Stanley? So for me, I feel product marketing is actually taking the product to the market, right? Trying to understand what your product's value proposition is, understanding the
Okay, understanding your markets and creating a value proposition. I don't really go school like that. So let me just give you for the new people, my background, I dropped out. I don't really know book. Please, so to forgive my English. So marketing is taking a product to market, understanding your market and creating a value proposition. Perfect. So we have five definitions of marketing here, right? So in case anyone still has anything to like add to it, you can let me know so that before we proceed, right? But if we start from the very first one, so let me number them. So let's number these guys. I hope you guys can see my screen. So I zoomed in so that my screen can be big enough for us to see. So let me stay zoom in again. Right. So yeah. So Farouk said marketing is a process. I talk and said on tabon. Or marketing is the process of creating strategies to get your product out there. He said it is a process of creating awareness for users for conversion and profitability. Who just said marketing involves strategic messaging and advertising. Khadija said creating awareness of your service to your prospective customers for you in a way that convince them to use or buy your service. Claire said marketing is taking a product to market, understanding your market, and creating a value proposition. Should I make everybody here laugh that everything we have all said is called functions of marketing? This is not marketing. Everything like this is under one aspect of marketing called functions of marketing. Everything like this is not marketing. And this is the traditional thing. I don't hate Nigeria, don't get me wrong. And I don't hate our school. I'm just trying to fight our curriculum. That is why I dropped out actually. When I went out to start, I started connecting with Indians and some people in the US. I started seeing that what they are teaching me in class and what these people are doing. It's not the same thing. I will just be quietly up and down, so I ran. So right. So marketing, as we have explained here, is functions of marketing. So marketing has function, it has process, it has activities, it has art, right? So then you would ask, what is now the complete definition of marketing? First, you need to know that marketing did not start as a function. The reason why most African businesses struggle to scale past doing past the average $1 million revenue is because they don't even understand what marketing is outside functions of marketing. The average business owner or average head of marketing in Nigeria will tell you your marketing is the process of doing this, blah, 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 blah. Everything is still function, because marketing itself starts from management. The moment your management, the moment the head, the moment the CEO, the leader of the business, or the managerial level of a business takes itself outside marketing, your marketing will fail, no matter how much you spend on it. If you think I'm joking, you can ask some of the startups that are filing for bankruptcy. It will fail effortlessly. It will not fail with struggle. No, it's your own marketing that will struggle, but the failure, it will be. You know when they pour oil on the floor, the answer should slide. That's how your marketing will feel. It will just slide. It will do, you know the soundtrack, pium. You know that pium. That's how your marketing will do, pium, and just slide away. Reason is because marketing starts from management. So what is marketing? So let me first write it down before I start to explain. So marketing is a management process of identifying, identifying, I know I will forget. So identifying, anticipating. Oh, it's not what I forgot. Yeah, I know I forgot something. It's a management process responsible. Yes. This is the part I'll just forget in my English. Responsible for, not of, for identifying, anticipating. This one's, I'm not going to forget this one. That's responsible for. I don't really know book. I said it before, so I'll just forget that part. Identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers, again separately, customers need, again profitably. So what are the two things? What are the things here that can be found here? Here, Farouk said it's a process, right? But he did not include it as management process. But actually, marketing is first a process before a function. Secondly, we talked about advertising, customer, satisfying your customer and stuff. Now, responsible for satisfying. This is where every other point you guys did is satisfying. Now, customers need, right? But if your marketing did not satisfy the need profitably, then it is wrong. So now let me start breaking this definition down. So why is was it last year or 2 years ago? I started teaching this thing on LinkedIn. I used to make carousels for it, but I cannot find those carousels again. I will look for them and still send them in. So marketing is a management process. Reason is because if management do not lay foundation on how marketing should be executed, communicate the vision of the company in such a way that the vision is marketable, sell the company's idea and positioning in such a way that even the staff itself believe in the product, because you cannot sell a product you don't believe in. You can read this book, Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, you will understand why. Don't mind me, I'll keep on recommending books. So you cannot sell something you don't even believe in, right? So a lot of people that struggle to make sales is because even then themselves, they don't believe that thing should be bought. So they struggle to make sales. So it's a management process. So management is responsible for creating the process. It's just like in development, there's what we call system design, either for back end or for front end. There's also what we call architectural design, right? If you don't, or let me just do what all of us to understand. Normal design, you have what we call prototype or low fidelity, where you will just sketch how it should flow and everything. Now that's low fidelity prototype is responsible for how the main design will go, necessary sections and context and boxes. That is what management does in marketing. They create that flow. So even if a new marketing manager resumes, they know that, okay, this is the management process we use in our marketing activities. Either their process is first core research, they have an R&D team that goes into core research, brings back data, then their data analysis team analyzes the data to feed back to them, then marketing department now picks it up to now start creating. They shall know that there's a process established by management. So somebody in management has to understand marketing and how marketing works. Remember, it's a management process responsible for first identifying. Before you even think of advertising, strategic messaging, all of these things cannot happen without identifying. You see this guy, this B, after management process, this guy is responsible for if this thing will succeed, if this one will succeed, and if you guys will be profitable. This identifying. Now, this process of identification is what a lot of marketers do not know. Now, if you ask the average marketer, how can you get data? They will tell you, survey. Oh, yeah, how do we do survey? Send links to people to view. Believe me, that is the general model everybody uses. And that is why most businesses that use that model, they fail. Go and look at the core businesses that are succeeding. Right? I'm not talking about the ones that already have millions of users, the ones who are growing. You will find out that they have on-foot soldiers in the market going to speak to people. You are sending survey link. You send survey link to me now. Hey Stan, can you help me quickly fill out this survey? I collect link. I just think, this can be the problem. This is my problem. Then all of you in your department now gather something that you send to busy people that all of us, we are all 9 to 5 workers, so we have problem. You're not sending it to us that we are your friends and your people. Send it to your colleagues to send to their friends. All of us are all busy, but just to fulfill righteousness, you help you and tick box. You now come and start showing charts. 60% feel that they have high tension when they are answering an interview question, when manager asks them how much do you want to earn. Yes, that data might be correct, but was it truly the people that are feeling the pain that filled that data for you? Numerically, you are correct. Why? Because people you sent the link to, 60% of them filled that. But when you are talking, there's a difference between quantity and quality. In data integrity, there's quantity, there's quality. Now, the quality of the integrity of that data is that was it the people going through that pain that actually answered that survey? Or you just posted a link on your status, please help me fill this survey. Commander, I don't want you to succeed in your life. Let me to go and feel as I can see my name that I'm your good friend, though I feel. But that I'm feeling the pain, I'm not feeling the pain. I will invent the pain and I will invent answers for you. You shall add me to your data. You shall do the market research. But the core of identifying people's problem is going to, in fact, if you don't want to stress yourself, you don't have the resources to go on foot, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the energy to go and speak to the market yourself. I tell people, if you said you did product research or market research, and I am looking at your data, there's nothing coming from resource from either Quora, Naraland, why is this guy leaving my head now? Reddit, Quora, and Reddit. Like, you don't have responses from Quora, Reddit, even Twitter. You don't have answers from there. And you did your research digitally. there's no justification you give me. That research is nonsense. Because people that like to rant and they will speak their mind because you cannot identify them. You cannot trace them to their house. They are on Reddit. Just go to one of the r slash whatever the forum is that is for your market and go and put your problem there. Let's do a quick research right now, right? So let's go to Reddit. So product managers and product marketers and founders, please take notes, whichever category you fall in. Let's go to Reddit. Now, somebody should just type a random problem for me. A random problem, just type it on the section, or you can just unmute and speak so that we can be fast. A random problem, you can unmute and speak, or you can just type it. Anyone works. I'm waiting. No, you can type either in this chat section of the call or in the group, or you can unmute anyone. A random problem or a random sector, a random anything, just type for me. And if you want to unmute too, you can unmute so that we can make the process faster. Nobody's typing, nobody's unmuting. Are we here?
Hi,
Hi, good evening.
good evening. Sorry, network took me out for a moment. I wanted to know why we are on the Reddit platform.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me do a quick recap. So did you hear when I was explaining the definition of this marketing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we are note we are still in definition. We have not gotten to the other place. We are still in identifying. That's where we stop. We have not completed definition. So in identifying, remember, marketing is a management process. You're responsible for identifying. So this, where you are in the identification stage, identity has various stage. It could be identification, could be identifying problem, identifying markets, identifying buying power, identifying segments in the category. So identifying is a single word that can be broken down into different stuff. Right now, we're talking about identifying problems that people are really solving for. So I said, okay, so let's do a quick random stuff. Most times when we do survey or when we want to do survey, we send links to our friends, colleagues, and stuff. We post the links online so that people can feel. The truth is, most of the people that feel this link, because they feel it because they know us, right? And they want to support us or support the process. Now, the data you will get numerically and quantifically speaking, I don't know if that's an English, so please forgive me. Like I said, I don't go school. Numerically and quantifically speaking, right? That data is correct, because if you say 70% of the people feel that they receive their salary late, fine. Or 70% of young artists say that they don't have people to promote them, fine. Numerically speaking, your data is correct. But qualitatively speaking, was it the people facing the pain that actually answered your questions, or friends and family supporting you so that your career will not end fast, that actually filled the question? That's why we said, so if you don't have the time to go and do on-field research yourself, or your company or your startup does not have the resources to print out documents or even give you guys tab, you guys should go to the market and do this research, and you want to do it digitally, you cannot avoid using one of these two platforms, Quora and Reddit. Quora, Reddit, those two forums, you have some of the most bitter people there that will tell you the honest truth about what you are looking for. Some will even tell you that, oh God, will you scrap this idea? It's stupid. There's no sense in it. It's called direct market voice. But this time around, you are getting this virtually, not physically, right? If you come and interview me physically and you say, Stanley, be blunt. If you do and do mistake and say, Stanley, be blunt, I will ask you again, do you really want me to be blunt? You say yes. If you say, Stanley, can you help me answer this question? I will answer for you, so that you not look as if I'm a bad person. But if you now go and say, Stanley, be blunt, I should be blunt. You now tell me you have this idea. You think so and so and so. When you finish speaking, what do you think? I'll be like, you should be blunt, Abby. Okay. My guy, no go verse. This idea, I don't think it's an idea yet. Go and do more research. That's me being blunt. But you want me to just answer you? I'll tell you, yes, it is feasible. You know, by the time you make more, you educate, make nobody like I be bad belly, I could support you. So that's what I'm saying. It's better you get feedback from people that don't know you, don't give a damn about how you feel when they give you the response. Some people that don't know you, when they want to give you response, they first look at you and look at you that you say you want to solve the problem. They will add you to the problem and will define the problem for you. It will even give you a new perspective to what the problem really is and how you can solve it. But if it's people that know you, they are cautious of not hurting you emotionally, they don't want to kill your morale, and they want to support you, right? But people that don't know you, they know, let me just use Nigerian pidgin. They know send your papa. I still put phone to the papa, right? They don't send your papa. They will give you back to back, and you will know that I have work to do, right? So that's what we're doing. That's what took us to Reddit. So yeah, in Reddit, somebody typed something. So Farouk said electricity hike. Khadija said, do you feel frustrated uploading on WhatsApp status when you have to cut videos? Okay. Sally said, people looking for reliable and certified workers for short-term hire. Okay. Now, Reddit is mostly used by the European, American, and stuff. So it won't really solve yourself if you are researching for the Nigerian market. So let's take one of these two, WhatsApp status. So let's take the last one, which is reliable and certified workers. Or okay, let's take the three first. Let's do electricity hike. So that Farouk will even know where his market really is. So that is Nigerians that he should build for. Abi, he should carry his market and go and spread it in New York. Or you go and build something and you think that is the next revolutionary thing. You go and sell it to NEPA. NEPA will off your light, the light of your idea. So I'm coming now. We have toxin electricity power rate hikes, NG electricity rate hike, APOU. There are different people here that have come to rant. Now let's click on the first one. This was 2 years ago, right? They came to rant. Also, somebody made the post. Now let's read the comments. You will see this is the person that actually made the post, I think. Oh, it's not the person, Abby. Another fucker. Is it the okay? Not the person. This is why public information never advertise. So now you have okay, Farouk, yeah, you want to say something?
Can you please zoom in your screen? The screen is kind of
okay.
not clear.
Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, it's good enough now.
Okay, perfect. So this is one of the person that came to rant or came to put post on Reddit. TEP electricity generation is super expensive. We have hike rates almost 12%. Isha gave reports here. Now people are coming to talk about it. Love this and thanks for posting. Off topic, but aren't we whatever they are? I don't know my error, but in my head, your AI generation integration might be security learn whatever. Okay, this is another person going off topic. Okay, don't worry. The forces of the open market will fix it. Customers who don't like the cost of toxic electricity will buy their electricity from a different company instead. Now, this is relevant to probably what you might want to solve. Okay, which means alternative solution is needed in this market, right? Because of the market hike. Now, what if electricity generation were by the people and for the people focused on only cheap sustainable energy? Somebody that I want to do sustainable or sustainability goal, SDG, can think of something. If you have the money, you can come in there. Now you have different opinion from different people in that region, right? So this one said I got a reply that since disappeared into the votes. So I replied to myself. This will be long, and unlike your comment, it will be full of data. Your argument sounds familiar. So this person who came to give responses and give data, right? Perfect. So we leave the and that person say it is the Republican on the Corporation Commission that approves these rates. Everybody shall giving their opinion, different opinion. Now you can come in here and read. Sorry, I zoomed out. I want to go back to initial search. Over 100 or 200 plus comments is in this particular query, right? Now, if you continue, let me zoom in back. You will see different regions: Tucson, New Jersey, Columbus, Sydney. This one is different. UK, right? Cedar Park. You will see different regions with their different issues on electricity hike. And this was 2 years ago. Okay, now this one is 6 months ago. PG rate increase. Portland residents will see a 5.5% hike in electricity this thing. Over 224 comments. So if we enter again, we'll see what the person wrote, and we'll see feedback of what people that are in that region. So this is more like region specific. Okay, this person didn't even write long posts. He just wrote it and dropped the since 2021 PG customers have seen more than 43% increase. Okay, so on drop this own comment. People share there's a thread there. They have their income-based reduction program. You can read. So you can see, okay, this was current rate PG. This was even giving, and that person is giving the rate in that region. PG is 16.34, whatever the currency is. Pacific Power, EWEB. The fuck you doing? PG, I don't know what they're doing, man. That's the headache. You see different opinion, right? So Reddit helps you get opinion from, if I'm down to region specific, like this thing we search for now, you have different region. Now let me see if there is a Nigerian. Let's see what's Nigeria electricity. Let's see if there's any Nigerian that has written an issue here. Okay, yeah, Nigerians don't really use Reddit like that, like I said. Electricity problem in Nigeria. Oh, 5 months ago, 69 comments. Okay, 4 months ago, 60 comments. So yeah, there is, okay, this is why there are different things there. But let's see. I think most middle class and above families at this point will just choose to do solar for energy. And Nigeria, honestly, okay, the other Nigerian opinions here. Lagos is the real power state at this time. Farouk, you hear, make I zoom in. Even Reddit community. Lagos is the real power state at this time of the year. Now we can move back to the problem. The solutions are fairly straightforward. Money and proper regulation. From Erosin to OBJ, this one even give detailed trajectory of the power issues, right? Now, this one is electricity issue that we've checked out. I will see that Reddit has different people who have come to lament about it. So the next person here says, coming. So we have Khadija says, do you feel frustrated uploading on WhatsApp status? Okay. WhatsApp, let's just say WhatsApp status issues upload. Let's just see what people are talking about. People ranting. If I start a status on WhatsApp, does it notify? But nah, this one is nah. Okay, low quality videos on WhatsApp status. This is 2 years ago. Let me see. Not all time. So let's do past month. Let's filter. Okay, so my WhatsApp text status updates are getting sent as images. So this person is ranting here. People are giving feedback. It's just few feedback here 12 days ago. I'm looking for something that's nice. I have ordered my answer. I did not click. I have ordered my answer sheet for chemistry. Nah. So how can I install my WhatsApp on my PC? So that helps me stop copy and pasting stuff each chat session with cloud. This one is not WhatsApp. Okay, so let's just Google WhatsApp status. She still see my WhatsApp status after the call of call. So past month. Let's filter down. How does the online status work? So a lot of people are not really ranting about WhatsApp status on Reddit. So let's check Quora if there is a problem around that. Quora.com. Continue with Google. See your head as if fresh. Anyway, WhatsApp status issue. So let me search. Past month. GP WhatsApp. Oh, sorry, let me zoom in. WhatsApp chatbot versus live agents. So there's not much about WhatsApp status actually on the two forums. So you might just want to now go and ask the question yourself and post it there. So if people answer, fine. So you just go to forums where a lot of, you can just go to the discussion room where a lot of stuff about WhatsApp is being discussed. Then you can now, okay, we have r.whatsapp here. So let's just enter here, right? So you can create a post here. Almost all the discussions here about WhatsApp and stuff, you can find the bug you are looking for, or ask a question if people also notice the bug and they can give you answers. So, like we've said now, the issue you raised is not a general issue for a large market, right? So that's that. So can we use Quora for the Nigerian market? Yes, you can use Quora. A lot of Nigerians use Quora actually. A lot of Nigerians use Quora more than Reddit. If you want to bid for the European market, the American markets, Canadian market, South American, the likes, Indian, Asia, Reddit is much more used by those guys, right? Same thing as Quora, but Africans are much more active on Quora than Reddit, except for the techie circle and stuff, where they are active on both region and stuff. So yeah, so that's that. So let's say, for example, now we will want to, like, the issue with the case study we were going to use this night was OJ's stuff of talent management, right? So talent management. So let's search for talent management related issue, and let's go to past month. Okay, so 28 days ago, was told by talent manager that the industry is picking back up. 106 votes, 26 comments. Talent management plan good or great. How to show momentum of talent development, talent management, 6 comments. New ruthless performance management in big tech, 22 comments. Help attracting marketing manager talent to blah blah blah. So I want to narrow down to music. Okay, so now oh sorry, I didn't filter. Past month. Okay, so somebody said, in your opinion, who are the most genuinely talented musicians or composers in human history? So this is just roughly random question. How do I make a career out of music? Perfect. This is something that would be relating to something that we want to use as a case study for this night, which is hold your solution. So this person is a student in high school. This is a question posted 9 days ago. I'm in high school. I have 1 more year until I graduate, and I really don't know. Okay, let me zoom in. I'm in high school and I have 1 more year until I graduate, and I really don't know what I want to do. I want to do real estate, but it is not what I'm passionate about. Music is. I just have no idea how to get into the music industry. Problem 1, lack of clarity for young and coming artists. And this is not you now stating it. This is somebody who is in that place stating the issue. You can identify that. So now, let's copy this guy as problem 1. So let's go back to our sheets and let's go and create a new document. I say I'll name this one case study. Sorry. Case study. So let's come here and type problems.
Hello, Stanley.
Yeah.
Yes. So you know the last class we had, you know, I told you about Music Business Academy for Africa. Remember, yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
Yes.
already yes, we already have that platform sort of like it's now a thing now that if you're coming to the music industry, that's like a go-to for everybody. Like anybody reaching out to me, that's where I'm going to recommend. But the aftermath is okay after you've gotten as an artist, after you have such ideas, basically via practicals and all, how do you now the things you need to equip yourself with it, which is artist development. That is majorly most of people's problem. Like, okay, I have a cracked voice. I don't know how to do my distribution properly. I don't understand media training. I don't understand all these things. So I have this knowledge, but how am I going to be taught practically on how to do these things, especially from people that have people on ground? Because we have Coursera and these other platforms. You have a white guy giving his perspective from the US standpoint or from the Canada standpoint to get. But we here in Africa, it's totally different. It's not. We can get the knowledge over there, but imagine people that would give you examples of old. So the reason why music business for Africa is even amazing because I told you the founder had managed YJ. The founder was the second manager for Wizkid. He had managed MI, just so it makes more sense when he's explaining to you and say, oh, to year 2010 or 2011, when myself and Whiskey went to South Africa, there was the issue we had. We had problem with this publish. You know, there are relatable things you can understand because you know that, oh, then you were in primary school and you heard this song, but this was the problem they had. They couldn't get the routes for the song at that time. It took them probably 5 years and all. So it makes more sense because these guys are Nigerians and they've had that experience. So the essence of the platform for artist development, it's not you going to a platform outside the country, you know, or a platform and having what's it called now, a tutor that is not within the African space, you know, telling you how it's being done, which is good, but having people in the space telling you, okay, I've had this experience, on ground experience, mentioning, well, when we went to Abuja for a tour, when we were in Ujuelegba, when we recorded the song, you know, that's why Wizkid and talking about Sulere and all that, you know, makes people can really relate to it because, you know, these are places most people you get my point. Yeah, so basically that's just great to know that this what he's asking about the music business. Now that does not mean for artist development platform won't also integrate something like this, but within the space we already have someone who has that large network.
This is my question to you now. Remember, we are talking of identifying, right? We are looking for a problem. Now, from what you just said, there's still a problem, even in that one they are talking about. And the problem is accessibility.
Fair enough.
So how many average young up and coming artists can access that academy?
Trust me, not because the fee is even very high, right? You rarely even have people really,
So
fair enough.
So that's a major problem. So why do you think Coursera has more students than the average university?
Because of easy access.
One, access. Two, economic. So you look at economic of skill, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, let me pick one of my laptops for an example, right? So this is a MacBook Pro, right? Right, and this is and this one is random Windows PC. Now this MacBook Pro, normally, I think this particular model is currently going for 1.1, and this Windows PC is going for around I think this should be old model. New one should not be more than 300K. Now imagine, and I'll tell you that, okay, I will give you something like this MacBook Pro 2019 Touch Bar for the same, just a little bit higher than this 500K open box and 1 year warranty. Would you buy?
Yes, please.
Now, why you would buy is it will give you much more functionality than that other one. Instead of having to save 1.1 million, you save 600K and still get the same thing. You can still aesthetics floating around and everything, right? Where am I going to? The average person who cannot go to school, if he can afford Coursera and is dedicated, he will give the person who went to school a run for his money. Take, for example, some of the most popular software engineers are not computer science graduates originally. In fact, some of them started going back to study computer science now, right? Now, what they did was they learned from a platform that decentralized the pay. So instead of them having to, then AppTech, if you want to go and learn software engineering, be web design from AppTech, then I don't know how many of you knew when AppTech just entered Nigeria. It was bastard money you have to go and spend. When Udemy and Coursera came, for the same thing you go and spend 7 figures in at AppTech, you can get it for like 80K. Then Coursera, they were still charging high, 80K, 100K. People started rushing them. Now, dollar payment became an issue. People could not receive Naira, everything, blah, blah, blah. Udemy and Coursera found a way to work with payments that can receive Naira. And they subsidize the fee down to something you can, even on Udemy, you have courses for like 5K, 10K. That's why people are flooding there. Now, imagine you take that same accessibility. Now, what you've learned or what you know, you partner with people, right? Spotify is a good example. You partner with people, or not even Spotify, normal music distro platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. What made those platforms kill is if you want to produce music and distribute to the markets, then you have to have the capacity to produce, either have a marketing firm that will sign a contract with you, have a record label that will sign a contract with you. They produce large quantity of disc, which is cost, it is what's it called? It is not cost effective. Now they have to go and market it again physically through maybe all those places, right? Abba, what's it called? Alaba and stuff, right? You get there, you get people to one. Yeah, exactly. Now Apple decided to sit down and say, okay, same thing in US, right? They sat down like, what if we compress 3,000 albums into one simple application, into one simple device, and give you at a fractional cost? What will happen? Immediately put it to the market. The same people that people are thinking will not go away from buying disc migrated. Now, platforms like Apple Music started scaling. Now, in the long run, it left hardware. It was no longer about putting it in the hardware. It started moving it to platform. So each platform started building. When was this Audio Mac entered Nigeria, what did they come with? Freemium. Everybody listen to any music for free. That was how they swiped a lot of users away from most platforms. Now, when they monetized, yes, some people churned off, right? Some people were still paying. And some people still stayed and they still listen to that after you play 2-3 music. That's ads, right? But they are making money either ways. So you'll be shocked at a lot of people who are going to jump on such stuff if the platform is decentralized. Instead of having to go and pay 200 to 500K, I have a platform that gives me this thing for like 50K, and I can pay 5 months, spread 10.
True.
Do you get? That's one. Now, second problem, yeah, don't forget we are still in the identify stage of this whole marketing paradigm, right? Second thing is, one that was rising out. Second thing is accessibility. For me to go to this school, I might need to travel from North and come to Lagos, right? Or where is the school located?
Sorry, come again. Which
is the academy? Is it physical?
It's an online school. It's an online. It's
online school.
It's an online school.
Perfect. Now the online classes, is it like live classes like this or pre-recorded?
So they have pre-recorded classes. Then they have one live class. Every week,
so
one live class.
How do they deliver the pre-recorded class?
I think they have so when I actually was there, they have the website where where everybody have their own login details and all that, so you have access to it. I think now they have the app. They actually have an app where you just log in with your details and just take the classes. Yeah,
perfect. Now, which already validates a model, which means that if you build a platform that can provide such resources, people would actually use it. Since it's already existing, even on the high cost and people are paying, it now means that if available on a subsidized cost, a lot of people will pay. But there is one key thing you still need to identify. What would be the needle mover? We are still, don't forget, that's why I said the marketing is not a function, it's a process. Now, next thing you need to identify, what would be your needle mover? To bring, let me give you, there's what we call the Beyonce move in marketing. How many of you are familiar with that concept, the Beyonce move in marketing? Okay, so let me explain what the Beyonce move is. Few years ago, Jay-Z acquired Tidal. Is it Tidal? What was the name? And he wanted to scale it to compete with Spotify and the rest. Now, Jay-Z is, of course, Beyonce's husband. Beyonce has over 100 million internet followers as at then around the world, and the community was thriving. What they did was they removed Beyonce's music from all streaming platforms and they put it solely exclusive to Tidal. Was it Tidal? What was the name of that app now?
Yes,
For you
yes,
to
yes,
listen,
yes, yes.
you have to come to this platform and listen. So that made them move almost 100 million active users were moved in space of 1 year. Let's just say 50 million, right? Just that one single factor. So the next question you want to identify is who will I partner with? It could be equity, right? It could even be the Davido, the Wizkid, and the Rex. Like, hey guys, I have this platform I'm pushing out for up and coming artists. I want you guys to promote for 5% equity, whatever money we make for life. 5% equity is yours. Imagine Davido, Wizkid, all the top artists in Africa that you can get in contact with to get on this deal with you. They are able to pull 1 million traffic. You are able to convert just 10% of that traffic. What I mean, 10% is even too much. If you're able to convert just 5% of that traffic, right, that would be 50,000 people as paying customers, and your average cost is 50K. Let's do 50,000. Sorry, 50,000 times 50,000. That would be 2.5 billion naira revenue. So again, you're identifying what is your needle mover. Now, when you are done with that, you need to identify again. If you have identified this stuff, what is your retainer? We have not even reached anticipating, we have not reached satisfying. We are still in identity stage. Where we are identifying the problems, we are identifying needle movers, we are identifying stuffs. All of this is still under identity. And identity is one of the functions of marketing. Now, when you get to the part of anticipating, that is where all of these things we first talked about, creating advertising, awareness, blah, blah, they all fall under anticipating. Now, the English meaning of anticipating is you're expecting somebody to come. But you cannot expect somebody to come if you are not giving an invitation. So your invitation, your ads, your awareness, your positioning, your messaging, your whatever, your BS, your outreach falls under anticipating. That is another function of marketing. But that is what majority people know as marketing. That's why I said, if you skip this one, these other guys, they will fail effortlessly. So now we identified, okay, we're able to stay here, we're reading this guy's stuff. We saw that there's a problem. Then this one, what you said, and score myself a job at least to obtain an income. Now, this one now is also saying, how does he start his music career and still have something doing? So what if you train, your platform is offering, okay, when you train and you learn, you leave, you now even offer affiliates. If you have other artists that want to learn and be good as you, share them your link. If they buy a course, you get 20% or 30% of the cost of that course. Now, you'll be shocked how many, if your platform is popular, you now announce affiliate, you'll be shocked how many expert near people will come and jump on your platform. They will go and be marketing, so that's word of mouth. Now, those people will be making money for themselves. Don't forget that everybody is naturally selfish. You have to make them feel that they are the one reaping you, not you reaping them. So if you tell them the average cost when you were learning, you paid, let's say you paid like 500K, right? Now you're putting the same thing down for 50K. You're saving them 450K. They feel as if they're the one benefiting, you're the one losing. Now, when people start making money for just referring people to you and you're splitting 40-60, they feel like, I'm not the one who have the platform. Whether you satisfy your customers or not, you know, concern me. My own is, how far you want to learn music stuff, come pay you. They pay, you pay them. Whether you deliver the service, not their own problem. If they have problem, they drag your platform. They still feel they don't repay you. Again, everybody is naturally selfish. How do you satisfy them? You identify it. Now, he now said, I don't have any friends since I'm homeschooled. So I have no idea how to meet other musicians. So does your platform also offer networking? Go and read this guy's story. This is it SM-made that be, what's his name? S-made stuff. I went to go and study him. When he moved to the UK, I started hosting
smart Smith,
yeah,
smart or smart Smith,
yeah, exactly. Him and who was this guy? Tosin is Mr. Easy. They have the same trajectory. I have, don't mind me, I like Olufufu. I like to go and study things. So I was studying the two of them. They have the same thing. When S-Made went to UK, he started with house party, small party, started growing. Now, Afrima, I think Afrima is his project. Now, when Mr. Easy was going to start music, he didn't start music by singing. He started music by organizing events at Ghana where he was schooling. I think he even have his full interview where somebody asked him that question. It was about an hour 30 minutes. I watched it here. He shared the whole story. How he will come to Lagos to hustle for money. He will go to Ghana to host events. He was on campus event. Eventually, he started scaling. It was events he used to enter music. Now, imagine artists like this who don't know how to connect or grow. Imagine you have, in a year, you're able to do like 5,000 active learners on your platform. You now host the first grassroots music event connecting all young artists across Nigeria or Africa, whoever can fly in, and you host them in a physical event, right? It could be a popular park, no flashy stuff, just in a popular park. You call it the creative mix event or music creative mix event. Popular park, they are networking, they are sharing stuff, they are creating content, and they are tagging themselves on Twitter, and hashtag is going viral. They are growing because of the ripple effect of what the concept of multiplier can do for them. You'll be shocked how many people will start jumping in on the trend again when you roll out the next batch. Again, you are identifying. I don't know if you guys are following me. Again, you're identifying. Now, when you have done all of this, that is when you now move to the next stage of anticipating, where you start creating campaigns, awareness. This is what we'll use. Okay, these are the three things we'll use AI for now. Identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' needs, right? Now, profitably is now dependent on you, your business model. That is marketing again, deals with your business model again, right? So that is that. So if you come back to the definition, marketing is a management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' needs profitably. You have to identify. Anticipating is where you have to create messaging, positioning, branding, ads, follow-ups, outreach, all of them are anticipating. Satisfying deals with the level of service delivery you deliver, your after service delivery, which is follow-ups after you've delivered your service. That is now lead to, if your customers or your students or your users, depending on what platforms any of you is building or work with, are so satisfied. That is where you can either cross-sell or upsell them. Can either cross-sell, upsell, or cross-sell or upsell them when they are extremely satisfied, or you turn them to your advocates. In the customer value journey, CVJ is a ladder. The last part of customer value journey is called advocates, where your satisfied customers start advocating for you. For example, now, the last live session we had, I think OG posted about it. I think about one or two other persons posted about it. Now, the reason why you guys are posted about it is because you got value. Now, because you posted about it, when I made post that, okay, we are rolling out this thing again, so people DM me, the few that I could reply to, I replied to them, I sent them an invite link. Now they joined. That's just 4. Now imagine after this session, I want to start using the AI now. Another group of people are satisfied again. They go and make the post about it. And they're like, if you want to join the committee, reach out to so and so. Now, that is what we call evangelism in church. People going out to preach. Your users going out to preach. Your community members going out to preach. In this age of AI, anybody that can be the product on community will win. Anybody that can be the product on community, which means your product is satisfying your customers, but you're also building a community on it, you will win. Check out what's it called? Piggyverse. Check out is it Crowd D? What's their name? Crowd. Once something crowd say can I mean Kauri wise. Check them out. The ambassadorship community is one of their primary community of evangelizing themselves to students. Now, satisfied customers, customer stories. See what Child Deck is doing. You will think Child Deck is just showing metrics. Child Deck knows that everybody loves success. Again, everybody is naturally stingy and self-centered. Child Deck is using the story of their successful entrepreneurs on their platform to motivate other people to join. When you hear that only spaghetti did 1 billion on one platform, so I go back. If you say you are selling spaghetti, you not go to Child Deck so you can start making 1 billion. But they have forgotten that that person has system, has structure, even before Child Deck came, because Child Deck had to onboard him. He was already an existing big brand. Child Deck onboarded him, and is one of people. That's where That's one of the needle movers I was talking about. He has people who are ordering. So through him, ChildDeck acquired customers. So ChildDeck, those are premium vendors on ChildDeck's platform. Now, ChildDeck posting their stories is to also give themselves much more visibility, onboard more users and more vendors. It's as simple as ABCD. So that's that part. So how you satisfy your customer is very important. That how you satisfy them, whether you identify the need well, you did anticipate it well, or how you satisfy them will determine if you are going to be profitable or you are going to run at a loss. That is simple as ABCD. Now, okay, Sally said, how does one build community? Okay, we'll address that one once we get into the practical. So now we've done what is marketing, we've addressed what marketing really is. Now let's get into using AI for all of this stuff. So let me first rule out this guy and let's begin. So I would take out, okay, let me leave this guy open. So let me take out this stuff. Let me open Perplexity. So yeah, we are all familiar with ChatGPT, but I don't want to start with ChatGPT for this marketing campaign. So why don't I want to start with ChatGPT? It's because ChatGPT already has a structured way of doing things. So I'm going to use Perplexity and DeepSeek. So let's go to charts.deepseek to start this guy. Then I think Sonic is also very good when it comes to creating content for your content marketing campaigns and creating all of your stuff. So Sonic. Yeah, get started for free. That's if I've not used this Gmail to do free. Continue. Thank you. So we have DeepSeek, we have Sonic, we have Perplexity, Cloud. Yeah, let's explore Cloud. So let's move this guy here. This one is still loading. Button. So first, let's start with DeepSeek. So first thing is we want to remember we've identified some problems. And one of the problem is that platform accessibility, cost, and stuff. So So OJ, what do you want to call the name of the product, or just give it a random name?
I've not come up with any name yet. I think you're good with names. The last time he gave that lady a good name. Remember?
Okay. Okay. The name coming to my head is funny. I wanted to combine music and growth.
I beg, give her one street name. Don't give her one posh table.
Farouk, don't
Let's use Musiliu.
Nah,
Musiliu and music, they sound alike.
Nah, streets that will give you money.
Well, actually, if you reason now, if you use a name that can stick to the streets faster, where young artists are, it will also make sense. So let's do something like what is one of the most popular musical slang that you know, OJ?
Slang in terms of what? Is it in like composition or
anyone that is relatable?
I think I think what's even coming to my head is, since it is still the music and music business and artist development, probably we can take probably, I don't know, the first letter from the artist development or something.
I've thought of something.
Okay. As long as it's not misleading, like Farouk said.
So big. So we are taking the concept of music. So let me explain it here. So the brand name is Mew. Sorry. Mew big. There's no hyphen. I don't want to like explain. Okay, let me first remove this guy. Mu big. So taken from the combination of music and big returns, or making it big, or making it big in the industry. In the industry with a synonymous, say, synonymous sound to music. So you get the concept. So music and music, the difference is the B and the G, the B and the G. So music. So music is the MU, the big is making it big, or big returns on your investment in the industry, whatever it is. So big. Let's just use that as a case study. So yes, DeepSeek. Hi. Remember, you have to tell it what your role is. Hi, I am the products manager and products marketing lead at New Big, and a music business, a music talent, and
Please zoom in.
you said?
Zoom in.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. So is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So I'm the product manager and product marketing lead at Big, a music talent and in music talent management and training LMS platform that is focused on helping young and coming young and upcoming artists, okay, music talents across Africa, starting with Nigeria, to comma to skill to learn wetin na dey call am, na voice, wetin na dey call those things, to learn music, voice
There's
training,
there's songwriting, there's media training,
yeah, songwriting, production,
artist development,
media training, yeah, artists development, and many more. We need to learn music, voice training, to learn music, voice training. Sorry, I need to remove this comma so I don't confuse this AI. To learn music, voice training, songwriting, production, media training, and artist development, and many more. While still helping them build their career through a community and event-driven approach. I need to start researching and identifying identifying the pains, needs, challenge, challenge, markets, dynamics, and everything identifiable. Sorry, again. Identifiable, identify is correct. You're not the one that will teach me my English. Leave it like that. Market dynamics and everything identifiable. I need to start researching Japanese challenge and everything identifiable in this industry. So I can start crafting an effective GTM, go to markets and content marketing strategy that will be focused on storytelling, in relations, success pictures, and community. Can you help this approach this as if you were the product manager and marketing lead? Think like the Nigerian version of Jazzy and IB Kabasa. So I have sent the prompt. So let me zoom out a little.
Okay. Stanley, can you paste that prompt in the Google Docs?
Okay, yes, that's true. So copy. So prompts. So prompt 1. Again, if you guys remember from our last session, anything quoted and in color brown is the prompt. So I need to, okay, to zoom out so I can access the colors. Yes, now let's go back here and let me zoom in back 100%. Okay, so it is thinking, okay, that's brought it out. Absolutely. So here it is saying, absolutely, as your co-pilot on this journey, I will channel the spirit of Niger music legends, blending Don Jazzy's sharp business acumen and artist development genius with ID Kapasa's deep production knowledge and grassroots understanding. Let's craft a research-driven, culturally rooted strategy. I like this part of culture. S-Made built his brand focusing on culture. Now, phase 1, deep dive research, feeling the pulse of Niger music hustle. We need to go beyond Google. We are hitting the streets, physical and digital, to find the real gist. Primary research, talk to the real MVPs, target audience interviews. Who? Aspiring artists, singers, rappers, producers, songwriters, young band members, DJs, dancers, ages 16 to 30. Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, focus initially. Include diverse genres of Afrobeat, Afrobop, pop, gospel, Fuji, high life revivalist, where music schools, inferior ones are good minds. You get this line here?
Yes, yes, in inferior ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Riaza Studios, university music department and associations, open mic nights, music production shops. That's where they sell gears, social media, find active communities. So the questions you want to ask: walk me through your typical day or week pursuing music. What's the biggest headache right now in trying to level up? Where do you currently learn stuff? YouTube, friends, paid courses. What sucks about those? So wherever they are learning, what sucks about it? Describe your last frustrating experience trying to get feedback or showcase your talent. What does making it look like to you? Now, here you understand their definition of success, not what you think success wants to be like for them. What's blocking that part? How much are you realistically able or willing to invest monthly in your craft? Tell me about your communities you are part of, online or offline. What works? What doesn't? What tools or apps do you use daily? What is missing? Now, that is for the talents themselves. Now, for the stakeholders, industry stakeholders interview who established but accessible producers, emphasis on established but accessible producers, session musicians, A&R from indie labels, music journalists, bloggers, small venue owners, event promoters, social media managers, for artists, legal reps. What are the questions you want to ask them? What are the most common skill gaps you see in raw talent? Now, this will help you identify the courses you want to create on your platform. Beyond talent, what makes an artist ready in your eyes? This will make you understand the talent development resources you want to put on your platforms. What is broken in the current discovery system? This will help you understand the gap between identifying raw talents and the huge gap between them and the big sharks in the industry. How can you mediate them? What pain points do you have working with new talents? This is another part you want to focus on, right? What role could a platform like Mubig realistically play to make your job easier, right? Be honest as possible. The truth is, yes, you might want to hold back, thinking that if you talk with these big guys, if they ask you what are you building, if you tell them, you might go and build it. Okay, whether you tell them or not, if the platform come out, people that have money will go and build it. Don't need to share everything with them. Just tell them what you are thinking, surface level, not deep, but just to help them give you detailed answers. Now, secondary research, understanding the terrain, the market dynamic, Nigerian music boom, quantify the growth, streaming numbers, global recognition, analyze key drivers. Remember, I talked about needle movers, Afrobeat dominance, social media, diaspora influence, the Japa factor. How is the brain drain affecting the talent pool? Is there a counter movement on your end? Infrastructure audit, map existing music schools, rehearsal spaces, affordable studios, incubators like Mavens, but smaller. Identify geographic gaps. Now, the truth is, the accessibility of talent to all these things in Lagos State is different from talents who are based in Makurdi, right? The things, the talent in Makurdi cannot easily access studios, high production environment like people in Lagos. Lagos has an ecosystem, right? Those other states, those low-hanging states might not have that ecosystem. You might even replicate Lagos model and build it as a virtual one and go and sell it first to those markets that don't have those access. That was what Kennedy Keze did with Keeper. He did not build in Lagos. He first went to go and start building with Calabar markets, then scale back to Lagos and the Abuja market. So you want to learn how do you want to move. And if you want to start with Lagos, you will need to start with the streets. You need to start with the young and upcoming artists who are enlightened small, not just young and upcoming that are going up and that cannot pay your cost. The ones that are educated and understand the value you want to offer that cannot pay that fragmented cost. So you want to, how do you get them? Clubs, workspaces, studio, rehearsal session, talent audition places, like any talent audition places, right? Social media, you want to go and sit down on TikTok and start identifying talent, but share grab this kind of stuff. Again, that's for infrastructure. Funding landscape, grants, local or international competitions, investor interest in African creative tech. Now, tech penetration, smartphone or internet affordability, reliability trends, crucial for your LMS, your learning management system, computer analysis, direct and indirect. Direct, any existing Nigerian LMS platform like fragmented or niche. Global platforms like Coursera, Udemy music courses, access, relevance, and localization gap. Now, indirect, YouTube, the giant, of course, YouTube is, no matter what you are building in this world, if you are going to scale with content or training, YouTube is your number one indirect competitor. YouTube is the giant. Informal mentorship, music schools, social media groups, WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, talent shows. Now, paint and need synthesis, hypothesis to validate, access. The number one is access, cost prohibitive quality training, limited access to industry mentors and feedback, geographic isolation outside major hubs. Can you bridge that gap? That's access. Knowledge gap, lack of structured learning paths, fragmented infos, too much YouTube, no curations, misunderstanding of business, legal aspects, royalties, contract and the likes, like weak foundational skills, music theory, vocal technique and stuff. Can you cover that gap? Visibility and community, difficulty in getting heard by the right people, feeling isolated, lack of safe space for collaborators or feedback, exploitation by promoters and middlemen. Can you solve this problem? Resources, lack of affordable production tools and software, unreliable power and internet hindering the practice, financial instability making consistent investment hard. This one you might not want to start out with this. This should be capital intensive. Career path confusion. I said you probably start partnering with studios. Like if they leverage your platform, there are a lot of students on your platform. So probably studio session is like 200K. They start making it affordable to your students for like just 30K, right? What you are bringing to the studio is numbers. Remember, volumes. If studio are charging 200K and in a month they are only able to get 5 bookings, which is 1 million naira, and you are telling that your platform can give them up to 100 bookings for 30K. If they do the numbers, it will favor them to work with you and make it available for 20K or 30K. The numbers will be there, volumes will be there, they make more money. So you want to look at, you might want to even bring on a business development expert on your team to help you structure all of this kind of stuff, right? So career path confusion, unclear roadmap from aspiring to professional, reliance to lack of virality, lack of holistic development, media training and branding. You actually mentioned this earlier. So can you provide that solution? So you can see there's a lot of pain and need that you can want to look into. Phase 2, crafting the GTM strategy, building the bridge, right? Armed with insights, we build the bridge, connecting talent to success. Nigeria Star, core value proposition. Mubic isn't just courses, it's your digital Adara collective. I like this. It's your digital Adara collective. Mubic, build your sound, build your movement, build your Nigeria legacy. Pillars, world-class learning, localized, plus vibrant community, plus real industry pathways. Target audience segmentation, initial focus, the determined hustler, raw talent, limited funds, high drive, need foundational skills, affordable tools, community support. These are your determined hustler. The skilled creators, these ones, they are on TikToks. Solid basics, building a catalog, needs refinement, exposure, and business savvy, needs advanced courses, feedback, and showcasing opportunity. This one's core focus. The community seekers value collaboration, networking. They want to network. They are finding band members or producers. They need robust community features, events, collaboration tools, growth engine. So these are your 3 segments that you want to look at. Now, positioning, the authentic, accessible, and empowering platform built by the industry for the next generation, not for a foreign import. Again, you made mention of that. Even AI is bringing it out. The digital embodiment of the Nigerian music hustle spirit. Channels, community first and storytelling heavy. Digital heartbeats, Instagram and TikTok, king and queen. Micro storytelling, short clips of real student progress. Day in the life of a music artist. A music artist, producer breakdowns of hits using music lessons, pin relating skits, when your producers flakes. All those videos, these are content ideas for your content creators, right? YouTube, deeper dives, free masterclass and snippets. Imagine you're hosting sessions like this with young artists around Africa, not even Nigeria alone now, around Africa. They are joining live sessions, you are streaming that to YouTube, that kind of stuff, right? So WhatsApp and Telegram community, start with WhatsApp. Everybody uses WhatsApp. When they grow, you migrate them to Telegram. Podcast, forget podcast for now. YouTube Live can still be redistributed as your podcast. Offline routes, campus stores, music, ciphers, industry connect, strategic partnership. So it has broken down a lot for you. So if I zoom out now, you see it's still down. We can keep on going on and on. So let's copy this, right? And let's take it to the document. So let's come here. Okay, so let me just remove this problem stuff. Let me delete everything. Prompts one response. So you have, this is why I don't like copying from this. Let me use this for that format. Sorry about that. I don't like that. Yeah, asterisks and everything. So let me start from the spirits. Okay, so copy. Let's go to the document back and let's paste. Yeah, so let's format the background to white. Oh, sorry. This is color text. This should be black. Background should be white. Okay, I need to clear full formatting. Yeah. Okay, so we have it. So let me now put this guy well. And let me. So one. Let me bring this guy to 2. Three. Sorry, Control Z. 4. I'm editing those ones later, Sha. So yeah, phase 2 goes into the next document. So let me bold in this one. Control B. So now it has given you the initial draft, right? Now what we want to do now is we want to tell it again that using everything you just sketched. First, draft a detailed product goods, so GTM plan with clear cut messages and copies for each strategy for each one. So let me copy prompt 2 and take it to the. I hope you guys are still seeing my screen so that I will know that we are all together.
Yeah, I'm still seeing your screen. I don't know about others.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so prompt 2. Clear formatting, change this guy into this. So let's go and see what it has for us. So here's a battle ready newbie product go-to-market plan with razor sharp messaging segmented by audience and face, channel tactics, and cultural hooks. We are blending street credibility with strategic precision. No be theory, na action. Even use pigeon to give you the strategy. Nice. So now let's phase one, awareness and painting the pain, month 1 to 2. Goal, make music synonymous with solving the Nigerian music hustle struggle. Core message, stop wasting your talent, no connection. Stop wasting your talent. No connections, no cash, no clue. New big day for you. Learn, connect, blow the right way. Tactics and copy. Digital, Instagram and TikTok. Video hooks, 5 seconds. Glitchy audio, cracked mic, frustrated artist screaming into void. Tired of this wahala. Now it's even giving you the scripting of how the effect of the video should come out with. Then you now have the caption, why struggle alone? No studio money, producers ghosting you. Join Mubig, your Agbara squad for sound, skills, and success. Free community access, link in bio, right? WhatsApp or Telegram communities, seed message, voice note style. Yo, if you sing for your bedroom, produce beats with cracked software, or still confuse royalty for versus riff, we see you. Mubig now your legit backup crew. Drop your January and city, we go add you to the tribe. Now this is for your WhatsApp ads or whatever. Campus store posters, Lagos, Abuja, PH, visuals, collage of gritty rehearsal spaces plus glittering stage lights. Headline, from uni campus to star stage, no jackpot needed. Body, stop carrying your demo for corrupt A and R's. Learn music biz from Don Jazzy's insiders. Free beat making workshop at the university's name. Scan. No, okay, use the QR code. You should scan the code. Scan squad up shine mubic.ng/campus. So these are for 3 different channels. TikTok and Instagram, it give you the video direction. WhatsApp, it give you the copies and the voice note or whatever you use for your WhatsApp. Campus store, it give you the design for your flyers. Now, phase 2, consideration and community building. Goal, position Mubic as the industry insiders cheat code. Core message, your talent plus our tribe plus industry secrets. Next Afrobeats champion. No godfather required. And this is one of the things artists are afraid of. This godfatherism. No godfather required. Tactics and copy. YouTube series, broken systems, fixed parts. Title, how I landed Bonner's engineer with no studio time. It's just giving you hooks that you can use for your live session. Hook, see what happen when I join Mubic for 3 weeks. Cut to studio sessions with pro engineer. Now, Mubic Cypher events, offline or online. Event poster, Mubic Cypher Volume 1, where raw talents meet real industry eyes. Perform, network, get scouted. Lagos, free for Mubic Hustler, 1K for others. Now, for those who are part of your community, it's free. For those who are not part of a community, they pay. Powered by, you put the label or your brand, powered by Mubic. Scan the QR code to RSVP, limited slots. So it's giving you see that even your marketing department no go too stress. For email drip, post sign up. Subject line, your first Mubic win, free class with ID capacity as protege. Body, no fluff, just fire. Free 20-minute masterclass, turn your phone into a studio. Join Lagos Afrobeat creators, WhatsApp tribe. Get feedback on your demo from real A and R's. Unlock your access. Put a link there. Phase 3, conversion and success stories. So it's giving you a breakdown. Now I give you your key channels and allocation. Instagram and TikTok, phase 1 50%, phase 2 30%, phase 3 20%. Urgent, relatable, pigeon. WhatsApp 30%, 40%, 30%. Trusted insider tribe. You build your tribe on WhatsApp. YouTube 10%, 20%, 10%. Inspirational and documentary. Offline events 10%, 10%, 20%. High energy, aspirational. Email and SMS 20%, 30%. Direct and value packed. Your KPI, what are you going to be monitoring for your marketing campaigns? Your KPI, awareness, 500K plus impression. IG, TikTok, 500K impression across IG and TikTok. 50 campus sign-ups or events. Consideration, that's different levels of your funnel. That's your retention, like 20% email open rate, 5K community members. So if you have 500,000 impressions, you'll be able to have 5,000 community members. Conversion, 15% free to paid upgrade. So 15% of your total traffic should be able to move from free to paid. 500K and monthly recurrent revenue by month 6. Community community health, 50% user generated content posts, which means you guys don't even need to be generating content. Your guys in your community should be creating the content as time goes on. 80% event retention. So Niger coded triggers, fear of missing out, last 10 spot for Lagos Cypher. Social proof, join 3,247 artists like you when you guys start getting the numbers. Authority, call taught by Wizkid vocal coach. Urgency, price lock for founding members, they increase soon. Final rally cry, we are not just building an app, we are building legions. Your sound will shape the world. Music, no be magic. Now grind with the right squad. Time to execute. Make I see you for the cipher. It has given you details. So let's go back now and copy responses for this thing. Okay, good. Channel. So I'll copy from H. So we can go and make our ability to do hello. We do. Which one did I? Oh, I'm going to start from beginning. Sorry. Let's go back. This I'm supposed to take it from. Battle ready. Yeah. So copy. Come back here. Okay, study. With the oh, don't forget if it's today here. So let's leave here. Let's enter here. From to response. Okay, I get you. So first put the B, then clear formatting. Thank you. So you have everything here for your marketing stuff, blah, 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 and blah. So this is what's it called now? DeepSeek has given us. Now, let's say we want to download this initial. So now for download sake, let's call this initial strategy. And let's call, let me make it headline so that we can always come back. So heading 1, yeah. Then the other one is marketing message. So let's call this one oh, sorry, H2. Oh, yeah, it should be H2. It should be H2 too. So let's download this guy now as a PDF. Perfect. So let's go to Perplexity. So I will tell it, hi, my team has been working on our marketing plan using DeepSeek AI, but I know you are a better AI version. Read through what has been drafted so far and create if we go to market strategy for us movie. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. So I know you wonder why did I put, but I know you're a better AI version. Yes, AI are not humans, but they are kind of sentimental too sometimes. So let's attach our file. So where is downloads? Source. So now I'm uploading it to what's it called? Perplexity. So he's reading it and he's thinking and stuff. That's my phone. I don't say my phone. Okay. If you fall off the deal. Just a minute. There is the mouse. So Mobix go-to-market strategy comprehensive plan based on the detailed draft, your team, and the deep research insights. Here's a full expert crafted GTM strategy for Mobix designed to authentically capture and empower the Nigerian music hustle and build a vibrant, sustainable community of emerging artists. Core value proposition. Mobix is not just an element, it's a data Adbara collective on Nigeria talent. Build your sound, build your movement, build your legacy, combines world-class learning with localized content, vibrant community, and real industry pathways. Empower aspiring artists, producers, and creatives with affordable, accessible, and culturally relevant tools and mentorship. And the target audience, same thing as that guy gave out. Positioning, the authentic, accessible, same thing. So launch phase and messaging. Phase one, awareness, painting the pain. Month 1 to 2, go Mobix synonymous with solving Nigerian music struggle. Stop wasting your talent, no connection. Yeah. Instagram, TikTok, short relatable skits, using Pigeon and street smartphone, WhatsApp, blah 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 blah. Phase 3 conversion. Tactics, UGC, content pillars. Feel my pain, see my possibility, learn the game. Okay, now what it give us, what is different from this guy's own is this one. Okay, OJ, you want to say something?
No, go on. Finish your statement.
Okay, so the major difference I've spotted here now so far is content pillars, right? If you guys notice, when we are doing for what's it called, DeepSeek. So DeepSeek didn't give us content pillars. So for what's it called now? For Perplexity gave us content pillar. Give us about 4. Yeah, feel my pain, see the possibility, learn the game, join the vibe. Now, product pricing. This guy did not give us product pricing. He gave us product pricing. I say it gave us, this one gave us product pricing. So the MVP launch, core high demand courses, e.g. Afrobeat. This one even gave you courses you can start out with. Afrobeat vocal foundation, beat making 101, songwriting, essential community features like forums, profiles, events, listings. Pricing tier, free tiers, intro course, basic community access, some events. Hustlers tier, low cost, core courses, full community event discount. Creators tier, mid cost, all courses, advanced workshops, feedbacks, showcase priority. Movement tier, premium one-on-one mentorship, label access, feedback loops, weekly polls, dedicated feedback channels, co-creation with active members to iterate and improve, key metrics, sign-ups, community engagements, course completion rates, success story, brand sentiment, conversion rates, monthly recurrent revenue, right? So I think here, okay, it referenced that. So we have seen two differences. So the third one is community and partnership. Recruit street team ambassadors, interns from target audience for grassroots seeding, partner with music schools, host music ciphers, okay, collaborate with industry insiders. Okay, this one is almost similar to what this guy gave us in the strategy. So strategic principles. Authenticity is currency, community is the catalyst, solvable tangible pains, leverage Nigeria also strategic generosity, partner over purity, celebrate the journey, and the final rallying cry. More big is more than an app. Okay, this one is almost the same thing there. So this is what this guy gave us. OJ, you can.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask a question. How did Coursera actually did it? Because you're talking about YouTube being, excuse me, one of the biggest competitors. So how did Coursera actually how did they make it work? Where they still had, they still had lots of people on their platform to because in Nigeria right now, the culture of paying for courses and all that is very, however, value is very important. But just like I said, the other competitors right now is because they are doing groundwork regarding the Afrobeat and Nigerian history and culture. So everything being taught is like you have to really know how it happened, how Wizkid scaled, how David scaled, how Victony scaled. So people they bring on board are people that will tell you, the people you are listening to, we were their first managers, we were their we saw them on Instagram and this is how they scaled. So that is how, so I understand how that really part work do you get, but I wanted to know how Coursera really did it, how, we still have people in Africa, we still have, before this platform started in Africa, in Nigeria, most people were going to YouTube and Coursera, but I just wanted to know how Coursera, managed to still scale through and missed YouTube. That doesn't mean that those that really can't afford this platform in Nigeria right now still go to YouTube, but it's just that you're missing out a lot because you know that you don't see executives on YouTube. So that's the thing, you hardly find somebody who is working with Thames on YouTube, having a channel and all that. Is busy touring all over the world, but he can spare 1 hour of his time to come on live classes and speak to young people to say, this is how it happened. This is an example of how you can take your talent from Oshodio, from Calabar, and take them to the next. So that's just the difference between, so what you have on YouTube and TikTok are content creators, but you hardly find these executives, A&Rs, and all those guys really doing like the dirty work on this platform, having a particular channel to talk about how they scaled. So yeah, I just wanted to ask that question also on this.
Okay, so YouTube is a video content platform. YouTube cannot give you certificates. YouTube cannot give you direct. Okay, right now they started doing community and membership for channels, right? But certificate is very important. What you represent as a brand. YouTube, if YouTube certify you, if like you go on YouTube, you watch a video, you now say download certificates that you are now a product manager. You now come and present that certificate to employer. And Coursera is a training platform. It's also a video content platform, but it's a training platform. There's what called MOOC, Massive Open Online Courses, MOOC. Now, every online learning platform falls under MOOC, which is massive online courses, massive open online courses, right? Which means you can come here and take these courses. So Coursera gives you close to school certification authenticity, which means if right now Coursera has BSc programs, partnering with universities. So they give you that. Two, they give you structured learning. If you are going to learn on YouTube, let's say you want to learn product management on YouTube now, you watch a lot of videos, right? You watch a lot of videos. Okay, let's do it this way. You watch a lot of videos. You will also have to be researching a lot, right? There's no structure to it, except you get a channel that created a playlist for that particular topic. You can watch the playlist. But when you are done with that playlist, what next for that particular, after that topic, what's the next thing? But classes like Coursera, Udemy, and the likes, what they offer you is structured learning. So from beginning to advance, they will take you through that process without you having to go and be Googling again. If you need other resources, you will see the attached PDFs and links to their courses. So that is what it also gives. So certificates, structured learning, the credibility of you are now a certified so by one of the leading certifying platforms online, which is Coursera, right? So that is what it offers. Now, when it started out, it didn't start out as a certification platform. Coursera and Udemy were both started by ex-Stanford professors. In fact, Udemy was not an e-learning platform for the guy. So these two ex-Stanford professors actually just created a platform where they can share resources back to their colleagues, their students in Stanford alone. Only for that course to go viral, and over 100,000 people took it online. That was when they saw that, oh, there is opening here. Before Udemy and the likes, platforms that were existing were platforms like Linda. Linda is a platform that has been acquired and now rebranded as LinkedIn Learning. That is what you have as LinkedIn Learning now, Linda, right? You had other platforms, so but they were not massive, they were not MOOCs like that. So Udemy, Coursera, Udacity, they started off in that same trajectory. If you go and read their background stories, that is how it all kicked off. Now they all started off as free, not paid. On the long run, they started monetizing as they started getting more partnership and stuff. Mind you, Coursera ran at a loss for almost 10 years. So they were just pushing money and content, pushing adoption, not pushing for profits for 10 years. So they played the long game. The problem with many startups is that when they are starting out, they want to monetize and make money ASAP. I'll give you a quick case study. Now, I was not even able to like vibe code a lot this month using Lovable or for anything and stuff. But I wanted to work on one simple solution, a cash cow. There's what called cash cow. You have a business and you have cash cow. I learned this while I was working with Taiwo Yewoli. He's the CEO of Solar Cards, Radiz, is it Radiz now? What's it called now? And some other startups, right? And one other printing platform too. We had our major company, Solar Cards and the likes, but we needed to craft a cash cow brand. So he tasked me with coming up with is something. So I came up with Print Every, which is since we already have a branding and brand, like we had a major project, like taking projects from like revamping of airports and stuff. We did all of this kind of stuff. So we created a mini brand to compete with Printivo. We called our own Print Every. Now Print Every was created to be a cash cow. Why? It's recurrent demand. People want to print hoodie, vest, jotter, wristband for events and stuff. So recurrent demand. So I was like, what can I create right now as a cash cow for myself? Then I noticed that, okay, I have a knack of hunting for jobs separately and creating CVs in a unique way. I just like personalized CVs to jobs. Then I have my strategy of creating jobs. I shot a course, consisted about 9 to 12 videos in 2022. I have that already. So like, okay, why don't I just create a platform where people just pay 1,000 naira, get your CV revamped for a particular role, and you also get access to my 12 courses, to my 12 video course that I created. And it's a nice one. But you know the issue here? If I want to create that, if I want to like create that now, I don't want to use AI, I want to use WordPress, right? Why? Because I want to structure it to a taste that I want, and I want to use some plugins. I've been building with WordPress for like 7 years, so I'm a WordPress developer too. So I want to build it with WordPress. But I have one blocker. The blocker is this. Like I shared in the community earlier, I had some personal bragado or issues this month, right? So I'm trying to like stay offline for a while. But to push that product, I need to actually do video marketing, like share the pains, tell stories and stuff. Now I have testimonies to show how I've gotten major roles, right? To show the kind of emails I send, the kind of CV I create. Now this will help me. Now, what will make people come and get this stuff is because of the story I will share, my relatable testimonies, and people have also helped with that kind of stuff. It will serve as cash cow. Now, when I'm building another thing, let's say I want to build another layer on top of that same product, like I want to build another product that's I know that I cannot make profit on the long run. What will happen is this my CV product will be generating cash for me. to push my main product. So what you want to do is, when you want to build this thing you're talking about is a big idea. Believe me, you will not, if you actually want to build it, forget about profitability for the next 24 months. Build scalable, build to be scalable, to be the, how would I put it, to be non-disposable, then build around community. That is how you can seal it in your industry. Sally asked the question, how do you build a community? Simple. So let's start with this, our community right now. Now we have, I think now we're about 20 plus now, right? Or 20 something plus. Now gradually we are getting value. Now on the long run, I don't like to over cost things. I studied accounting, so sometimes you need to just look at things. I just look at things, right? I like to say, let's say just if 10% of this community is able to build successful products, 10% will be about 2 or 3 people of this current community is able to build product that is doing well. And while they are sharing their story, they make mention of this community, right? Now, other founders, whether they are product manager, product marketer, product designer, or just founders of businesses doing 7 figures, so for the fact that they hear that there is a particular community that helped or that supported or that gave you knowledge as you were growing in your entrepreneurial journey, they would want to get access to it. You will start seeing messages like, Alpha, how do you access this your community you talked about? Alpha, this your community, they roll out call for membership. Now at that point, just 2 successful businesses will start driving members into the community, right? So, but this is not a B2C brand, and this is not a B2B brand. So it's hard to drive community growth like that. This is a professional circle. Now, for a B2C brand like yours, I think most of us here are building B2C products. What you want to do is you want to focus on UGC, user-generated content. First, you are the one that will generate your content. What do I mean? You are starting out. Sally is building something for the immigration stuff. You are building for music. Let me use generally. Let's say my product now is a platform where people come to get services or education or whatever they want to learn, right? Now, when we start offering them this service or they start learning on our platform, we also ask them, hi, we have a thriving community or we are trying to build a community for co-immigrants or co-talents or music stuff. Do you want to join? Get their approval. Or do you want to join? Here we keep up, we share updates. We also, apart from what you paid us, we keep you there. For the first 6 months to 1 year, you are serving them. It's not paid. They've already paid you for what they want to pay you for, but every other thing they get in that community is free, right? Because of that, they will stay, they will engage and stuff. Now, once they start getting value, they gotten value to a certain point. So what do you want to do next? You tell them, hi guys, can you guys help us post about our platform online? Talk about this, use this. You can even design a frame. You can ask them to send their pictures. You design a frame and send to all of them individually, or you use all of this frame platform. Create your own frame. They give them the link. They should go there, put their picture, and use it to go and make a post on LinkedIn, Twitter, X. That's virality with UGC, user-generated content. Now, gradually, you are building a community and a tribe. So that is how you start out. Now, success, the ones who are satisfied and successful in your community will eventually become your evangelists by default. So whenever they talk about you or whenever you are talking, they will either engage with your post or they will validate your claims. So gradually you start establishing authority. So let me give you a very short assignment. If you use any AI tool, that you ask them, do you know Inegben Tech Academy? It will write stories for you. Now those stories, if you are checking the reference link it will give you, it most likely will be LinkedIn posts, either my post or posts from learners from our academy. Now, nobody is coerced or there's no gun put to anybody's head. Go on LinkedIn and go and make a post about us. If you don't do it, we'll kill you. Nobody. But there is value. Then the value pushes you to post. Now, some people will even post because some of the designers have worked on projects that they want to talk about. Now, the process of talking about it, they have to talk about the brand. So there's this saying that I learned recently that if you build and take care of the community will take care of you. But you just have to play the long game. But when you're playing the long game, have a cash cow, then have the product you are building for the long game for. But make sure there's a clear growth path to profitability. Don't just go and say because you're playing the wrong game. Don't worry, don't worry. Loss, don't worry. It's on profit, it's on profit. Whoa, my brother, AB is gonna buy you last, and you are gonna what? You are gonna close shop and you are gonna go and soon. You go and sleep. But as you are playing the long game, have a clear cut out path while you are getting there. In fact, let's do a quick assignment now. Let's do something like that. Now, create a clear business model and growth path to profitability in 6 months for us. Let's say we don't have money to hire a consultant, or yeah, why this is loading? Oh, okay, we are streaming. Probably when I stop streaming, I have a question to ask. Sally say, what is our cash cow? I'll come in. So now it is giving you your business model, subscription tiers, free tier, hustler tier, creator tier, movement tier, event revenue, partnership and sponsorship, upsells. I talked about upsells and cross sells earlier, upsells and add-on, right? So specialized master classes, you can charge for that, right? But for the start, you can't charge for that. You have to add that as added value. Now, cost structure, you can see here, content creation, platform maintenance and development, marketing, events. This is cost. These are the things you will spend money on in the long run. 3 to 6 months growth path, launch awareness campaign, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. 5,000 free signups, 500 hustler subscribers, 1 million per month. You might even end up spending 15 million that month and make only 1 million in your back. You are not profitable, you are running at a loss, 40 million net loss, right? Now, from your month 4 to month 6, if you start making 15 million naira, you're still running. Now, what you want to also be careful is you have to, in fact, see, building business is quite technical. You have to do it in such a way that as you are getting more users, you've already structured the cost that accommodates those user growth till you cross 100K users, right? Now, make sure that your growth rate into achieving like break even. Let's ask 15 million now, you're still breaking even. 15 million is your total cost structure, your OPEX and CAPEX, your operating expenses and your capital expenses is 15 million. Then your revenue is 15 million. You're at break even, right? Now, at months, let's say month 6, 8, or 12, where you start grossing 45M. By the time you remove all of that stuff and all that added expenses, probably your net income is now 20M. Now that's 12 months of profitability. I'm not saying you should take it like that to 12 months. I'm just saying that you're structuring it, but let there be a clear growth path to how you want to grow and how much you will achieve. So let's say, for example, now, so here I said 5,000 free signups, 500 hustlers tier subscribers. So if hustlers tiers, how much is the hustlers tiers? Hustlers tiers 2,000 per month. So if 500 people sign up, that's 1 million. So when you scale to 15,000 users and 2,000 paid users and 1,200 hustlers, which is 1,200 times 2,000, that's, I'm coming up. Hustlers tiers, how much? 2,000 naira per month. Yep. Hustler, that's okay. This guy did not do this. Okay, he didn't do it. It's math well. 2,000 times 1,200. Okay, yeah, he did the math well. So that's 15 million per month. Adding these two categories together. Now you scale again. It's a numbers game. You scale again to 30,000 users for 5,000 paid users. You scale again. So you want to make sure that as you are scaling, you are converting a certain percentage of your users. That is how you actually attain to profitability. So that's the clear growth part. So YouTube will compete with you. But what you can do is you want to do there's this thing Oscar Africa did. They shot their courses themselves. First, they started with links and resources to external materials, and then they started producing their own course. What you do is you partner with, they did something for the creator economy, they did something with Aproko Doctor and the likes. They partner with them and they created a course. That course is strictly on Oscar Africa's platform. What you want to do is each person that can teach or tutor these things, you partner with them on with a non and there's streets should have non-exclusive right away business law they come out to my head now. Yeah. So the deal is this: when they shoot a video with you, or when a partner comes to your platform partner with you, whatever they are giving you is only found on your platform. They can't see it on YouTube, they can't see it on that platform. But you have to now put in much effect to make sure that you are going to market it well. It's not big. As sales is coming in, don't forget that your cost structure, you have to factor in paying those guys. So take for example, now if your average cost is 50,000 naira, how much is going to those creators that created the cost on your platform? That's we need to. There are a lot of cost structure to it. So you might even think, you might even see that this 6 months you did there until 12 months for you attain break even or profitability. So that is the part that goes into it. So you need to sit down and do this numbers game. It's not enough to know how to strategize, create roadmap, create content, create use AI, build, ship fast. If you ship fast and you don't understand how to grow fast and attain profitability, you will ship fast and you end up closing fast, right? So that is that particular one. Sally said, I am still looking for OG. One product is even big. One product is even a big load. Founder job no easy. Like founder job is actually not an easy one. So it gave us key growth drivers and tactics: strong free tier funnel, high conversion focus, community-led growth, localized content and mentorship, event and showcases, partnership and sponsorships. Now, 5 financial snapshots. Total users that active 30,000, paid subscribers 5,000, average revenue per user. If your users if your average revenue per user is 9,000 naira per month and you have paid 5,000 paid users, on your weighted average, your total recurrent revenue will be 45 million naira per month. Now, if your estimated monthly cost is roughly 30 million after paying all the creators, platform fee, hosting fee, everything, then you are making monthly profit of 15 million naira. Don't forget that this 15 million naira is not your total net profit. You have to forecast. Okay, if you are scaling, what's the next cost? You have to see moving from that month on. Now, if you are paying yourself, is there. If salaries were not deducted from this 30 million, then okay, I can say marketing and operation. If salary were not deducted from here, but if everything is your money led, this is your net profit. Net profit, how do you now want to redistribute your net profit? You want to say, oh, yeah, I made net profit to 15 million, yeah, I call it 5 million, I call it club no. What your business will die, it will die young. So how do you want to redistribute this 15 million back to the business? Okay, 10 million, we are removing it. 5 million is going to be distributed back to the business in terms of marketing, support, automation, and stuff. Now, 10 million, we are investing 5 million to probably assets-based businesses. Then we are keeping 5 million in bank as reserve, right? So that's really dependent on how your okay. He said, can I zoom in? Comment. Okay, this guy no great do. Perplexity no great do the zooming effect too. Perplexity no great zooming. This is the mobile app, not the browser.
Oh, okay, it's
No
fine.
great zooming.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
So again, it's totally dependent on your numbers. You have to do that. So you see key success metrics here: user acquisition, free and paid signups, conversion rates, free to paid subscribers conversion, churn rates keep below 5% monthly. Make sure that your churn rate is very low. Engagement, course completion, event attendance, community activity, revenue growth, monthly recurrent revenue growth month on month. How are you growing? Customer acquisition cost, CAC, and lifetime value, LTV. You have to make sure that your lifetime value is greater than your customer acquisition cost. In fact, your lifetime value should be always minimum of 2 to 3 times. Some people say 5 times or 10x your CAC, your cost of acquisition, right? So your lifetime value is how much you forecast that this customer will end up spending on your platform, both for course, for community stuff, for master classes, for certifications, for production. How much you estimate they will spend? So that's your average LTV, your average lifetime value. So that's okay. Let me copy this now. Go and paste it to your document. So let me where is it? Yes, copy. So let me go and add it to your documents. So we go again. Yeah. So you have it in your documents here. So let me zoom in so that this one will help you see it clearly. So yeah, this was the table we were talking about the other time. Total users, paid users, average revenue per user, monthly required revenue if these three things fall in place, estimated monthly cost, projected monthly profits. Actually, I can help you cost this cost that you will not even spend up to 5 million monthly cost. Well, that's one of my functions, revenue operations, revenue optimization, sorry, and cost reduction. So yeah, basically, that's that. So where did we stop? So let's come back to. So now we've used these two guys to create all of these messages. Now we want to say, okay, what if we just want to create marketing campaigns, right? And stuff. So let's take that same PDF now. So we need to download this new PDF, but we need to add some things that we learned from Perplexity here. So let's close this guy. So what we learned from Perplexity, let's add it. But let's just go and create a new page for that. Let's push this guy down. Good. So if you guys remember when we had Perplexity here, it gave us some new stuff regarding, what they will give us there? No, not tactics. Yeah, content pillars. So it gave us content pillar. So let's copy. Let's bring it back here. Oh, sorry. Content pillars. Then it gave us yeah, I think that was everything he gave us then. Okay, yeah, tactics. Let's just take tactics. So let's see. Let's paste. I think these two should still be able to enter. Yeah. Okay, let's just leave it here. And let's come and close this gap. Okay, perfect. So let's download. Again, we are going to download now this as PDF. We'll now go to PDF document. Oh, it's already 11:36. Nice. Okay, so now let's go to cloud. I'll say, hey, using the marketing documents, marketing department, and go to markets department as drafted with the help of AI tool, help us create 15 marketing campaigns with detailed campaign strategy, with detailed campaign strategies, message, content, metrics, and analysis. Add citations when necessary. So this is prompt 3. So let me add, upload a file. So upload. So let me come and put the prompt 3 here. So copy. Sorry, change the color of the text. So it's working out something here on the left hand side. Let's go to the top. So campaign 1, no more bedroom vibes, awareness campaign. So this campaign is an awareness campaign, and the headline is no more bedroom vibes. Campaign strategy: target aspiring artists who practice in isolation, bedrooms, and position move big as their pathway to professional development. Focus on relatable pain points and community building. Target audience: primary target audience, aspiring singers and rappers aged 16 to 25 in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. Secondary: university students with music aspiration. Core message: stop wasting your talent in the bedroom. Join the Move Big tribe and turn your bedroom sessions into chat stoppers. Content strategy. So let me zoom into what it is, what I'm reading. So this is it here. Yeah. So content strategy: TikTok, Instagram Reels, before and after transformation video showing artists moving from bedroom acoustics to professional sounds. User generated content, bedroom to studio challenge, right? You can even strike a challenge on TikTok, WhatsApp community post, right? And detailed content examples, hook and video scripts. POV: you've been singing in your bedroom for 2 years, thinking the acoustics are fire, until you join Move Big and realize what real sound engineering feels like. Caption: we see you, the bedroom reverb hitting different, but your talent deserves better. Join 3,000 plus artists building their sound the right way. Free community access, link in bio. Now, channels and budgets, give you channels and budgeting. Success metrics, give you the success metric for that particular campaign. Sorry, trying to move it up. What's happening? Why is it not moving up? Okay, let me zoom out first. Okay, so if I move out, it's moving up. Okay, so let me bring this guy here. So yeah, I give you success metrics, timeline for execution, give you there. Then campaign strategy 2 or campaign 2. I don't know why this zoom out is not working effectively on this stuff. Let me just copy. Hopefully does not carry that asterisk. Let me go and open campaign. So this will be head one. Let's centralize it. So we come in here and we paste it here. Shall I not copy in? Yeah, perfect. Go back. Oh, what's this? Thank you. Okay, so I think we can zoom in effectively here from campaign 2. So campaign 2, industry insider secrets, consideration campaigns. So this one is a consideration campaign, which is a retention campaign. Position Mobic as having exclusive access to industry knowledge through partnership with established producers and mentors. Build credibility and trust through expert-led content. Target audience, primary one. Intermediate artists with some experience but lacking industry connection. Secondary ones, producers and songwriters seeking business knowledge. Core message, access the same insider knowledge that built Maven, Chocolate City, and YBNL. No godfathers needed, just real industry secrets. Content strategies, YouTube deep dives, weekly industry insiders, podcast interviews, the Mobic mic, email masterclasses. That one you can just newsletter or subscribers. So detailed content types, YouTube, how unknown artists get picked by record label. Email, the 5 contract red flags every Nigerian artist should know. Podcast episode from demo to deal. Channels, give you the channel success metrics. That's campaign 2. Campaign 3, the Mobic Cypher Challenge, community building campaign. Create monthly showcase events online and offline. Blah blah blah. So it gives you about this one, Japa proof. Japa proof your music career. This one is a retention campaign. So you have different campaigns. That's a basket for us. So it practically takes you from ideation to strategy to business model to stretching your campaign for you. Now, if we now want to now use these campaigns to generate image, the thing is image generation models take longer. So you can just test it out. So take for example now, this campaign 1. We take this guy now. We take this guy. I'll just copy. Then we go to ChatGPT can help us generate image. Can you generate an image for a marketing? Oh, okay. I've gone back. Copy. Cut. Can you generate an image for a marketing campaign? I want to post here. So send. So now I'm sending this. Oh Lord, Sally said you're not going anywhere. Oh God. Okay, so this one is asking me a question. Then we're going to copy the thing again. Control C. Bring it back here. Okay, so let me do that. Let me just take this guy away. This place. Copy. And I'll put a new tab, then download as PDF. Let me name it as No More Bedroom Vibes. So once I'm done downloading, I'll change the name back. File PDF. Thank you. So yeah. So I can come back here and say, you know what? Let me attach the campaign brief. Oh, have I done attachment of files today? Upgrade schedule to more than 4 more files. I'll try again after 4:40 p.m. When did I attach files? Nice. Okay, so let me paste down here. Hey, I'm going to do the lazy man model. So campaign 1. Let me bring this guy closer. So while I'm doing this, let me zoom in. So come in here, back, and I take this guy. I paste. Come in here, 1, 2. Target audience. So that's it's not scattered. So the reason I'm doing it manually is that if you paste it directly to ChatGPT like that, it will scatter the whole text and rearrange it in a way it's not supposed to be arranged. So I'm trying to structure it well. Okay, so come back here, the core message. Here. Okay, so now upload. So it's giving us the visual direction, what it will do. So you will need to approve it. So the visual direction is says, so let me zoom in so that we can see the visual direction it's showing us. So it's saying that if it's going to sketch for us, the concept will be to show the contrast between isolation and opportunity. So left side will be a moody image of a young person singing into a shower head, bedroom settings, dimly lit, steamy mirror. Right side will be same person now performing in a studio, bright, clean up, blah, 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 blah. So text on image. Top to be bold headline with no more bedroom vibes. Subtext, turn your talent into tracks. Join the movie tribe. Bottom, call to action from shower sessions to studio sessions. Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. Movie logo, join now or learn more at the star mode, urban, blah, 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 blah. So it has given us the direction. That's one thing I like about ChatGPT. So it's now say I will now generate the image based on this. One quick question first: do you have a logo, or should I place a placeholder? And would you like the city button to be part of the image or just the caption? So now let me reply. One, sorry, one, I don't have a logo. Use Mobig as use Mobig as the text logo. 2, he said, would you like the city button to be part of the logo image or just the caption? The CTE should stand separate. So now I've told you, so it's generating the image. So that's why I said that's the problem about generating image with AI. So this one now, we can finish discussion before we get our image ready. So it's presenting the image, but it will definitely give you an image. That image cannot aid your designers or whoever is going to take charge of the whole concept, but it has given you an art direction actually. So designers should basically be able to work with this and give you something amazing. Well, like I said, it's working on an image for us. So hopefully it comes up with something nice. I think Gemini has image generation module too. But let's just stay with ChatGPT for now instead of stressing. So that is how you can move your idea, your marketing ideas, product ideas from ideation down to marketing strategy, marketing copies, and even image generation. If you use Sora.ai, which is an image and video generation module, but I don't know how authentic it can be. Okay, perfect. So it has given you something, right? Of course, this is not, to me, it's not an airline design, right? But this gives you an idea of what should be worked on. Bedroom, okay, yes, bedroom vibes. Turn your talent into tracks. It's supposed to be no more bedroom vibes. Turn your talents into tracks. Join the Mubig tribe today. Mubig, from shower sessions to studio sessions. No call to actions. But this gives you an idea of what it should be like. So you can just decide to download this image, go and remove the background, remove the text, and use the image for design, right? Because this is not a copyrighted image now. It's your own image. So yeah, basically, let me close the image. So you can move from idea to strategy to business model to copies and stuff, marketing, doing product marketing using AI tools without excess complexity. So these two courses, we started around 9:20, right? This is 11:54. So 10:20, 11:20, about almost 2 hours plus, right? And that's because we were first explaining what marketing was, whatever. So yeah. So far, any question? You can, we have a few here. A lot of people have gone to sleep. So any questions?
I think so far it's been an interesting one. Even it's very cumbersome at the moment, but like there's like so much to so much to grasp. But yeah, but it's been interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why we actually like stream, so that we can always go back to watch the videos and stuff.
Yeah, I'll say I learned a lot. It's an interesting one because I've learned that marketing is kind of like the most expensive part when you get products if you want to outsource it. And it's if you miss it, even if you build a product and you miss it, you missed it wrong, you know. So I have a
Exactly.
product. I'm working with two other founders, and all they want to do is just to pump money with marketing. And I'm telling them that if you keep pumping money, you
Oh
might just
God.
be hitting the wrong, throwing money and hitting the wrong. You have to narrow down your target customers. Marketing agents, they'll just collect your money, and that's, you keep pumping it. So yeah, it's a good one to do the research before, because it's
Exactly.
very, very important. Yeah.
A funny scenario is I was discussing with somebody special today. I dropped a client today. Okay, no, okay, still today. 4 minutes before we enter Sunday. So I dropped a client today. She's a very lovely client when it comes to payments. She does not delay payments. She makes payments ASAP. But the kind of brand I want to build for her demands that she shoots videos a lot. Now, if we have structured the campaign, the messaging, the asset is ready, we just want our videos that we can edit and start doing our outreach and stuff. Bro, we can use like 2 weeks to chase for video. And sometimes you want to capitalize on metrics or algorithms or trends to actually push out something. And her niche is a very close niche that determines that you need to leverage trends to bring it to light and stuff. Of course, we are doing some stuff for her and stuff. And I am the kind of person that, if I have done one or two things for you, not getting results, let's just part ways. Look for somebody that can work with you and give you results. I like, because I'll be having this guilty conscience of, I don't collect money and don't give result to that kind of stuff. So I understand you, and that is why I first started with the part of, I guess what even made the session first boring, why most of people dropped off, was some people that joined were new people, right? They expected us to just go straight to AI and stuff. That's why I first laid the foundation of understanding what marketing really is. Marketing is 60% research, 30% process, 10% execution. If you execute well with and you execute without proper research and proper process, you execute well, and what you just executed well is nonsense. So you execute nonsense very well, and you get nonsense result very well. So that's how marketing is. I think people were reviewing OP. They were saying when OP came into Nigeria, they were spending 50 million naira every week. People were like, how won't they win? But that was not what made OP win. When OP came into Nigeria, I was still under my mentor then. OP came into Nigeria and saw that Gokada was a thriving brand. Now, I think they tried to acquire Gokada. I cannot remember what happened, but Gokada didn't do such. So OP started a bike model. Now, notice that then Lagos State, you can still fly bike anywhere. What they did was they did a bike model and reduced bike to anywhere to 100 naira. So a lot of it was just going, that was the virality, low cost. No, they were not after profit for their first 2 years. What concern them at profits. 100 naira any destination. Even me, I used it there from my school, come back home, and stuff 100 naira. Something I would spend like 700 naira transport for, I'll spend 100 naira. They now brought all food. I think your first order or something was about 15 naira or something. They brought all food. Now, all of those things created buzz, but they were doing it for only one reason. You cannot transact without the OP app. So those things were things. Remember I said everybody's greedy. Now, we thought we were the one using them by capitalizing on the 100 naira to anywhere you are going to in Lagos State or anywhere you are going to. Food that you buy for 1.5, you are buying it for like 250. We thought we were the one using them, whereas they were using that to make us come to start using their products. By the time they got the government to shut out Okadas from the ecosystem, they still had old food, old boss. By the time they will close all of those things, users were already locked into the OP ecosystem. So transactions were already happening on their system. So it was now to now retain. And they played their retention game very well by making transfer very fast, very fast. They were one of the first people to like get that thing very well, how to make transfer very fast, reflect real-time reflection. Other online banks, then you still have to wait a little bit. Some had complaints. OP was swift and fast. They did that technology so well that they worked. That was how they retained a huge chunk of that market and started competing with Kuda. Now, people are thinking it was just the campaigns they were running online. It was not the campaigns that they were just running online. There's all called brand recall and brand perception in marketing. So brand recall happens when customers see you consistently. But perception and psychology happens when they see you consistently and in one way or the other, they've used you and they've gotten value and they are saying you. You're able to stick to their head. So OP did that where they were showing themselves online. And physically, they were interacting with you. They were building an ecosystem for you. Transportation, they collected it. Feeding, they collected it. Bus, they collected it. Vibes, they collected it. Trends, they collected it. By the time they would stop everything, we already locked into their system. We could not come out. And that's a cultural thing. WeChat came into Nigeria. I think I sent a video in for you guys to go and watch it. I don't know if you guys watched it. WeChat tried to force us to adopt them without fitting into our culture. That was where they got it wrong. In fact, I think with almost every country they went to. OP came into our country, knew that the Nigerian market is called their wolf market. If you read how to sell to Nigerians, there's a concept there called their wolf concepts, right? Nigerians everybody's greedy, but Nigerians, oh God, they like our wolf. That was what OP used for us, our wolf. The our wolf concept, and they locked us in. So when you want to do marketing, depending on what you are doing, you need to sit down. These markets that I want to target, what kind of people are there? First, their psychographics. How do they think? Go and get data of how these people think. What is the high purchasing power of these people? People earning between this and this, how do they buy? Go and study e-commerce trends. People who buy goods within this price range, how do they shop? Do they just come and buy and go? There's what we call a decision pyramid, the 70-10, the 70-20-10. The 10% already know what they want. They've tried buying before, they just had problems. So if you solve it, they buy straight up. 20% know what they want, but they are skeptical. They have a lot of questions to ask. They don't will ask you, they are the one that you will say price is $50. They will still come and ask you what's the price. Those ones they are there. Now we have this 70% people. Those ones, you don't know what they want. They don't even know that your product has a solution to a problem they have. You need to educate them. So you need to know which of these segments that you are trying to solve is much more in your pyramid. So you will know how you are entering the market. So there's a lot of analysis to be done. That is why when you go to marketing agencies, they will charge you a lot. In fact, I was even speaking with somebody. I think before you joined, Sally, I was sharing my experience yesterday of how they almost duped me and my guy 4 million. I went to get this M4 MacBook. It's not even directly my own. So money was sent to me to get for one of my guy, and I'll buy him from another one of my guy in Ibadan to ship it to him. So the money is not naturally my own. The systems are not mine. And these people tried played me well, and they played trust. When we saw the stuffs online, they said 2 million per laptop. We said okay, fine. So I'm coming to buy it, but I need to see the laptop. They said I should come to shop. I went to the shop. I saw it. Everything was there, packaged, sealed. M4 laptop, MacBook, because they want to run AI models. Only for as we wanted to make payments, I saw the payment details on the physical shop I went to. The payment details there was different from the payment details the person that we were chatting with online sent to me. So I asked my guy, "Are you sure we should pay the person online? We should just pay this one that is here?" So as we were discussing back and forth, to cut the long story short, only to find out that she told us not to negotiate with the person in the shop, that they will increase price because she's not in the shop, and whenever she's not in the shop, those people to increase price. Now she told the owner of the shop that we are colleagues, we are coming to buy two first. That if they test it well and they see that it is good, they will send us customer and buy more. That is why the guy gave her discount to 2.8 and 2.850 million per laptop. She told us 2 million. Now, when I chatted my own engineer up, my engineer said there's no way I will see M4 MacBook for 2 million. I went on, I was say 3.1, 4.5, 5 million. I like, probably this is our own lucky day. So we neglected my engineer's advice. So it was in the process of discussing. The owner of the shop now asked us, wait to this person that sent you to me, I've never met her. She said you are colleagues. We said, yeah, we have already discussed price. It's 2 million per laptop. The man first collected his laptops back from us and put it in his shelf. Like, bro, so we said, is it 2 million for waiting? None of his M4 series is 2 million. The least M4 series is 2.5. I was like, eh? Said, he just asked, hope you have not sent money to her. We said no. He said good, because if you send money to her, your money is gone. The moment the woman found out that we had found out that that's not the real price, and he had already found out that the woman is trying to scam us, she blocked us and cleared the chat. Where am I going to? The things that we have against online purchases, trust. So that woman played the trust game by telling us, don't pay yet, come and see it. So I went to see. Now she told that one not to discuss price with us. She told us not to discuss price with that one. So she sent payment details. Now we have seen the product, we have trusted the whole stuff. Of course, the physical shop. But note that once we make that payment, she will block all of us. And we cannot collect the laptop because this is Ikeja. Here's the proof of payment for the laptop. Did we send money to the owner of the shop, of the business? No. We sent money to somebody we saw online. So she played the trust game well. So imagine effortless marketing, effortless fraud that she would have played. Some people, it's not flashy campaigns they want to see. Can you make them trust you? That is it. That's the if you cannot, another brand that's not even spending money like you, they would make them trust, they will make the customer trust them, and they would sell. So it's marketing is a lot. It's not just the function, it's not just the ads. There's a lot of thought process. That's why it's first the management process. For then you now identify the various things you need to identify. Now work on the anticipation. Anticipation is where you create campaigns, you do all of this thing, retention strategy and stuff. That's anticipation. Then when the orders comes in, or the customers comes in, or the users start flowing in, how do you retain them? Retention strategy. How do you monitor the users on your platform? What tools are you using? One of the best tools I recommend to every founder is called Microsoft Clarity. You'll be able to watch the video of their movement on your platform. What bug did they face? What did they search for that they did not see? You watch the video and see it, so you know what to go and improve on. I love Microsoft Clarity so much. Amplitude is good, but I just love Microsoft Clarity, and it is free. So just plug in your whatever code to your header session and start tracking. So yeah, that's that, Sha. Yeah, any other feedback? It's already 12:07. Okay, let me first stop streaming. because I have a question I want to ask, just in case there's somebody here that have answer for me. So stop presenting to go and press stop streaming. Coming. Manage streaming. Stop streaming. Then manage recording. Stop recording.